I am here on a Sunday, March 19th, with another video. Didn't make a video last week because Friday I ended up running a whole bunch of errands and chopping all my hair off. Cut off 10 inches of my hair to donate, so that was good. I just couldn't take it anymore. I woke up on Friday morning and I said to Kristen, "Do you mind if I go get my hair cut?" And she said, "No, go." And it was long enough, so I just got it cut. It's a little bit shorter than I like, but it'll grow. It's fine. I like it just a touch longer. And then we had the blizzard. We got about 26, 27, 28 inches, somewhere along there, Tuesday into Wednesday. Well, it started Tuesday early morning, and ended wee hours Wednesday morning. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday we were shoveling. Thursday we were shoveling. Friday we were shoveling. No. I had to do something on Friday. And I can't remember what it was. Oh, Kristen had an appointment. And then yesterday I met up with a friend, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And had to go pick up Molly's medicine. And today I was dog sitting. So Kristen could do something with her parents. And yeah. But I have gotten a lot done. I have. And I had a friend come over last Friday, unexpectedly stop by. Not unexpectedly, she called and said she was going to stop by. She wanted to know if she could, if I had a specific yarn, and I did. And I said, yeah, come get it. So I'm just rambling. So she came Friday. She got to see the studio for the first time. Update on the Down the Rabbit Hole pattern. I've had 2 requests. One was for some clarification about the shaping. The top of the shawl is a little bit arched. I liked how it sat on my shoulders like that. If you want to alleviate that, go up a hook size, and that will help straighten that out a little bit. And the other thing that was requested was a chart. I have yet to be able to find a program that I can chart on for crochet. So I have been attempting, emphasis on attempt, to write out the chart, but I keep making stupid mistakes, or it's messy, or it's not clear. So I am working on that. So if you can just be a tiny bit patient with me, I'd really appreciate that. I'm also going to attempt to film, I don't know if I'm going to film a tutorial or if I'm going to do a photo tutorial showing you what each row looks like. That's only available to people who have purchased the pattern, to help you all out on that. My testers didn't have issues, so I didn't foresee these things happening. So perhaps I released it a little bit too early, but I will do my best to get these things done as quickly and as timely as possible. But I respectfully ask that you bear with me and give me a little bit of time to squeeze that into what has turned into a very, very crazy life. Used to have this like life that nothing ever happened, and now y'all know what's going on. So I guess we'll talk about that just a little bit. Seth, the blog has been updated. Seth got to go home for a little while. I don't know what I talked about last time, but Seth went home for a little while. Got to see Sadie, which was nice because Sadie's really missing her family. But Seth is back in the hospital now. He has recovered from the flu, which was a big, huge obstacle, and he's really uncomfortable right now. He's really, really uncomfortable right now. The chemo is really doing a number on him and breaking my heart, but while he's not doing amazing now, he should bounce back from this. So ask you to continue to keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and check out the blog if you want more updates. Going to be doing the donation from pattern sales in April. just combining the 2 months because things have just gotten away from me and life happens. And I talked to my sister and she was like, yeah, of course. And um, but I need to do it on my computer, so it's almost April, so I'm just going to combine them. All right, so that's that. What have I been knitting and sewing? Because I've been sewing too. Let's start with the first thing on my list. I had notes and I had to rewrite the notes because I thought I was going to record last week. I had 6 skeins of this or 5 skeins of this. I'm not sure. I think it's discontinued. It's Charisma Baby, and the color was bubblegum. Let's see if I have all the ball bands. I do. I can tell you how many it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used six skeins of that. And I knit this pattern, which I saw on Steffi Bella's last video, last show and tell video. It's a free pattern. It's called Lars and the Real Girl Blanket. And I just made it a little bit smaller. This pattern has, you cast on 184 stitches. I cast on, I think, 120-ish, whatever the math ended up being. Because, of course, I didn't write it down. So, there's that. And I made a baby blanket for the hospital. Because this is all acrylic. I haven't washed this one yet, so it's pretty decent size. And it was a really fun, easy pattern. I didn't measure it or anything either. Bad video maker. But it was a lot of fun, and I've discovered something about myself that I'm not quite sure I'm comfortable with. I have become painfully monogamous. I start a project, and I have all these other projects in my head that I want to start, but I am physically incapable of starting another project till this one's done. So I started this baby blanket the day of my last video, and I couldn't start anything else till I finished it. Do you know how long it takes to knit a baby blanket? That being said, I still do have my 2 scrap blankets, my crochet scrap blanket, which is on hold because I don't have any scraps right now, and my sock yarn blanket, which I'm doing a square a day, but I don't really consider those whips because, first of all, the crochet blanket, I need to wait for more yarn, and the sock yarn blanket is going to take me until I'm 999 years old to finish. So, monogamous. Started it, had to finish it. And that being said, I didn't knit my squares during this blanket. I knit them after. I played catch up after I finished the blanket. So, I don't know what's happening to me. If you know me, if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, I usually have 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 projects going on at one time. That's not happening. It's kind of scaring me. So fold this baby back up. And I was carrying that around in this bag, which is my new baby. Well, it's not new, but this is from Z. She sent it to Kristen and I stole it, of course. But this is my new blanket knitting bag because it's the perfect size. I could fit all the yarn and the blanket in there, and it was just perfect. Okay. The next thing I finished is one of my hibernating projects, but it wasn't knitting, it was sewing. This is the Sew Together bag, and no, these will not ever be in my shop. Ever. They are available on Etsy. I've looked them up, and they're anywhere from $60 to $80, maybe more. And they're worth every single penny because this was a lot of work. I love it, but it was a lot of work. And I don't know how anybody... A lot of hours went into this. Anyway, so I started this bag 3 years ago, and I cut out 2. Because I was going to make one for myself and one for my friend Doreen. I made one. I'm never making another one. This is it. It looks like this. It's a great pattern, so don't let me deter you from purchasing the pattern. I got it on Craftsy. It's a great pattern. There is a blog that goes around along with it, so make sure you look that up. It's a sew along blog, because the sew along has much clearer instructions on how to put this bag together than the pattern does. I typically can follow the directions in a sewing pattern without any issue. This one was like reading Mandarin. It was way outside my comfort zone. So anyway, it's a great pattern, and the supplementary information that you can find on the internet is even better. And it's a great bag. And I've just have said I'll never make another one, but I may at some point make one for a gift because it is a great bag. So let me show you this bag. This is some old fabric I had. It was Debbie Mom. I got it on clearance years and years and years ago. And I put my Hurdy stitch marker from Terry on it. Where's my hair clip? Who's dog sitting today, so just leave that on there. And this bag opens up like this, and then inside there are 3 more zipper pouches. And in between the zipper pouches are 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you the bird. There are 4 pouches. And it holds everything I could possibly need for a notion. I mean, I have tape measure in here when I'm not holding it up. I have stitch markers. I have Post-its. I have my gauge ruler. I have a needle gauge. I have a notions tin. I have scissors. I have cable needles. I have hair ties. I have pens. I have pencils and erasable highlighters. I have everything I could possibly need in here, with the exception of my sock ruler. My sock ruler does not fit in here, but that's okay. It's totally okay. So that's what it looks like inside, and it's awesome. And I'm really glad I have it done. I also didn't have the right size zipper, but no way I was going out to buy a zipper. So, oops, there it is. And I love it, and I've been using it, and I just keep it open next to me while I'm knitting. And I've been cross stitching too. Oh, I didn't bring that up, so I'll have to show that next time. And it's great. And then I just zip it up at the end of the day. Everything, I mean, nothing's falling out of here. And yeah, so if you're interested and you're a sewer, look up the Sew Together bag on Craftsy. That's where the pattern is. Well, that's where I bought it. And if you're not a sewer, go on Etsy and just be prepared. It's worth every penny, because I would say this took me 6 or 7 hours for one bag to make. But yeah, so there's that. I don't know if that's a bag that would get easier over time for me. Okay, what is next? Oh, I finished. I don't know. I think I had one of these started last time. Socks for Kristen. It says yarn that Terry gifted to her. It's Woolcraft Superwash Sock. And the color is shade 985. They are on my project page. And they do not match, but that's okay. Here they are. And she loves them, and she'll be so happy that she can wear them, because I finished these on Monday. And I said, you can't wear those till I make a video. She said, I kind of thought so. So, socks. I think this was my 3rd pair for the year. 3rd or 4th? I think 3rd. 3rd, yes, because my 4th is right here. The next thing I finished was I pulled out another hibernating project, and that was the Santa Countdown Pillow. There is a project page on Ravelry. I had started it and ripped it all out, and then started it again, because I didn't want it to be a pillow. I wanted it to be something to hang on the wall. And I couldn't figure out exactly how I was going to do that. It was really simple once I got out of the way. So I pulled this out on Tuesday. No, I pulled it out on Monday, and I glued on the numbers for the countdown. And then on Tuesday during the blizzard, we couldn't do anything anyway. I said, I am going to finish this. So, here he is. I think he's adorable. He has button eyes. This says hat, and there's the countdown. And you're supposed to crochet a candy cane, but I don't like the candy cane, so I think I'm going to make a felt, either a holly or something to use to move through the pockets. And here's the back. I decided, because I wanted to hang him and I wanted him to be stiff, so I thought foam board would be perfect. And so we had this, and it was red on one side and white on the other. So I thought that would be perfect, and I cut it out just a little bit smaller than the rest. I didn't even weave in the end yet because I may or may not sew this closed. I'm not doing very well at showing this. I haven't decided yet, so I decided to leave that open. And when I do eventually make the counter, I'm going to attach it with I-cord back here. So I want to keep that open for now. The other thing I changed on him is he had a crocheted pom-pom, like a crocheted ball, and I liked the pom-pom. So I'm really, really happy with him. I think he's adorable. I got the felt numbers on Etsy, and let me tell you, those suckers, typically I overglue. I had to glue them a few times because I underglued, and I used Fabric Fusion glue. So he's ready for next year. He's going to go with the Christmas decorations, though, for now. And seeming as though I had conquered Santa Claus, I decided to pull out the nightmare socks. Remember that story? I had knit one sock. The sock was just a little bit too short, but I said, it's not enough to rip it back. So I knit the second sock, I turned the heel, I held the socks up to each other. Nope, that's not what happened. Yes, I held the socks up to one another, and they were like this. One sock was longer than the other sock, so I said, well, I'll finish this sock, and then I'll go back and I'll just rip back the first sock. And then and in the striping, one of the stripes was narrower than the rest of the stripes, and that my OCD could not handle that, so they went in timeout for several weeks. I think they were in timeout for 3 weeks. Well, I pulled them out during the blizzard. Almost gave Kristen a heart attack because I literally cut the foot off the sock and fixed them. So they're done. I called these, what did I call these? Beautiful Disaster. I love them, but I don't think I'm going to be able to wear them this winter. So here they are. And they do match. And the fit is better. And in case you're wondering, this is out of Heritage Prints. And the color number is 8. I can't remember which one that is, but there is a project page. And I bought this yarn when Terry and Zoe were here, and we went to a shop that was new to me called Hodgepodge Yarn in Newport, New Hampshire. Great little shop. Well, it's a great shop. It's stuffed to the gills. It's great. There's a lot of variety, though. So I have conquered the socks. The only thing is on the sock that one of the socks, where is it? Oh, this sock this was where the blue stripe was narrower. This variegated blue stripe, I can feel where I changed balls, but it's on the side of my foot, so it shouldn't bother me too much. So this is sock pair number 4. It was number 3, now it's number 4. So the blue socks were my redemption socks. The other socks, the Heritage Print socks, were my beautiful disaster socks. Where'd the label go? It doesn't matter. Okay, and then I did some sewing. These bags are all up in the shop already, so I'm just going to show them to you real quickly what I have. I made some Kawaii Avengers bags. Those are mediums. Made a bunch of large drawstrings. I made some yellow tulips. Some paisley. I call this my favorite things because it has knitting, crochet, sheep, and yarn. Yeah, the only thing that can make it better is Batman. Doctor Who's monsters. I have some of the aqua daisies, and I called this spring daisy, and these are in medium zipper bags. There are some large zipper bags too in the same prints. I have one more Golden Girls bag, and we have iguanas. We have frogs on lily pads swimming. I think they're adorable. Getting ready for summer. Those are drawstrings. Now we're going back into zipper bags. This I've never wanted to keep a skull bag before, but I love this one. This is a nice floral skull bag, sugar skull. And this is in 2 sizes. And I made this, and Kristen kept one because Kristen is knitting. She's knitting a scarf. She thought that was cute. So did I, or I wouldn't have bought it. We have some flannel knitting sheep. And the Wolf book is back in the shop in medium. So if you're interested in any of those, they are in the shop. Head on over and take a look. I did want to say one other thing about the shop. Someone had contacted me about the giraffe bags, the green giraffes, green and gray giraffes, and asked if I had any more of that fabric, and I did not, but I since have acquired some. So if you still want one of those bags, please get in touch with me soonly, because I'm going to be making those bags this week, I believe. Okay, so that's everything was finished. 21 minutes of finished objects. Not really, I talked a little too. What am I working on? I have one whip. One whip. I don't know how to say this, but I will put up a project bag. It's ANTARKTIS, I believe. It's a pay for pattern on Ravelry. It's really pretty. And I started this last night out of Yarn from Maureen. And this is the Lane Avenue base, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards in the colorway Road to Rhinebeck, from a photo she took on our little get together. And let me show you the yarn caked up. You've seen it in a hank. How pretty. It's really pretty. The colors are coming out great. Maybe I need to record all my videos at night. If I get close, the colors are perfect. If I go back, it's a little grainy, so I don't know. Here it is. It's kind of an asymmetrical shawl, and it has garter sections. I love garter shawls because there's no purling. So garter section with some eyelets, and then another garter section and a mesh section, and I'm in another garter section now. I'm really doing a horrible job of showing this to you, but you can see the yarn. It's really pretty. Maureen, you did a beautiful job. When this is blocked, this is going to open up. It's going to be lush. So that is my only whip. And I went somewhere yesterday where I was finally inspired to cast something on, because I've only been working on my sock yarn blanket since Tuesday, because I haven't known what to cast on. I've been in that place where I want to knit so many things that I just couldn't pick one. So, I should put this back in there. So that's my whip. I'm hoping I'll finish this by Tuesday or Wednesday, because now I know what I want to cast on. I have a pair of socks I want to cast on. Those are downstairs. And I have some other stuff I want to cast on. But first, I need to do some thank yous. I got 2 packages in the mail of donations for the Children's Hospital. The first one is from Teresa Mead, and it's beautiful. She sent this blanket. I'll show it to you in half first so you can see it all. It's really, really pretty. This is what it looks like opened up. Nice circular blanket. So thank you very much, Teresa. I'm sure they are going to love this, and now I can bring it to them. There's that. Put your letter with it. And the other package I got is a big package, and it is from Diane Mason, and it's awesome. It's awesome. What's this? That's just her address. No, not just her address. I need that. She sent some fleece blankets with a crocheted edge and hats that match, which Dewey tried to climb in the box and steal these. And I, of course, messaged Diane and said, what do you use to make your holes so perfect? And she told me what I needed, and I, of course, had to go out and buy one. And I did make one. But fleece in this house, to work on fleece is not a good idea because it attracts all the dog hair, which is why it stays up here. She also did this camo blanket with a little Hello Kitty hat. Adorable. And a little whale of a good time. Oh, so cute. I have this cotton with a little stocking cap. And this is out of Karen Cakes, and she sent the labels, and I'm going to send it with it also. I love this blanket. Look at that. Very pretty. And with this one, she sent just a simple cream hat. Nice and neutral. And this one was out of the Boston Cream. How fitting to go to Boston Children's Hospital. And then she sent some shawls. She sent it's a virus shawl, I believe, for the mothers. Virus shawl. And another virus shawl. Can't wait. I have some shawls too that I'm sending. So I can't wait to give those because I think it's gonna be nice for the moms to get something. My sister doesn't need anything because I just give her whatever, I just make her whatever she wants. But it's another virus shawl. I like this yarn. It's really pretty. And another virus shawl. I think this is a homespun. I'm too short. And is this a blanket or a shawl? I can't remember. This is another shawl. So pretty. It has a black edging. It's great. Thank you so much, Diane. I cannot wait to bring these to them. They're going to be so happy. And it really touches me that everybody is willing to donate to them on behalf of Seth. I've made up little cards that go with everything that says a little bit about Seth's story and the community who's come together to do this for us. So. All right. So thank you, Diane, and thank you, Teresa. Love everything, and I cannot wait to bring them to the hospital. They are going to be ecstatic. I actually bring them to the Jimmy Fund clinic at the hospital, not to the hospital, because the Jimmy Fund clinic is who Seth gets all of his treatment through, but he gets it through the clinic at Boston Children's Hospital, so it's kind of together. Okay, and I do have some new yarn. Some of it is my fault, some of it is not. Let's start with what's not my fault. First, from Z. Oh, this is not yarn, but this is awesome. I got a stitch saver. This is epic. That is Batman. You can see it's got the little hook on it. And now I can use this. I'll put that in my come together bag. Sew together bag. And she also sent me, I can't show you this because it's got the pattern on it, a kit for the bullseye socks from Biscotti Yarn. And The colorway is Bullseye. It's a self-striping yarn. And I love it. Biscotti is one of my Biscotti yarn. Colorway Bullseye. Love it. Thank you very much, Z. You didn't have to do that. She got that for me from Stitches. And then from Terry, I got a bunch of minis, but those are all in my blanket already. I have one left. He sent me Heritage Prints, and this is the Beach Cliff colorway, I believe it is, which I have been coveting ever since October. I've bought all the wrong ones. I haven't bought yarn since October, but I bought a few in October thinking it was the right colorway. It was not. So thank you, Terry. I love it. The shade is, the color is 33. He also sent some Gumi. I love Gumi. And the color is Imprim Blue. That's the colorway. And look at those colors. That's the ball band. Oops. Blues and purples. And Kristen's going to want these. I don't know if I'm going to give them to her. I should. No, she got my other Gumi socks, so I might keep these. I don't know. We'll see. But I love it. And another Heritage Prints, and this is in color number 26. This is the Christmas one. This I will probably save till next holiday season, because I'm hoping that I'll be a little bit more festive next holiday season. Yeah. So thank you very, very much, Terry. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's easier in there too. And then Zoe, I asked her to pick me up one skein of yarn at something, I think it was on Ravel she went to, and somehow two ended up, and she would only let me pay for one. So this is the yarn she's always showing. It's easyknits.co.uk, and she got me some self-striping. The base is Gobstopper, which is 75% superwash, 25% nylon. It's a 425 meters. No idea how many yards that is. But this is the colorway Kingfisher. Those colors are exactly right. And I love it. These are going to be for Kristen. I've already decided. But these are going to be for me. This is also in the Gobstopper, and this is the color She-Hulk. Look at that. Screams me. That just screams me. So, thank you very much, Zoe. I love them, and they're now on my never-ending list of what to knit. The last things I got, which are new, I purchased. Yesterday, I went to the Green Mountain Fiber Festival in White River. I can speak. Yesterday, I went to the Green Mountain Fiber Festival in White River Junction, Vermont, at the Hotel Coolidge. It is run by Karen Capel, who is the owner of the former White River, was the owner of White River Yarns before it closed down. And I went to see everybody. I went with the intention of seeing everybody, meeting up with my friend Doreen, and maybe picking up something for myself, but nothing in mind. Didn't really think I would be leaving with much, because it's small. It's by no means not worth going if you're around, but it is small. There were 8 or 9 vendors this year. I fell in love with Dirty Water Dye Works, which has been there before, but I've never bought from them. I've only ever been one other time, and that's when I sold there. So I did buy a lot that time, but she had samples knit that made it impossible not to buy yarn. Impossible. So she had 2 that I just couldn't live without. And another I needed to knit, but I was going to use my own yarn. The first one was this. and I opted to use my own yarn. She had it this gorgeous ice blue colorway, and I had it in my hands, but I put it back, and decided to knit the pattern. The next one she had knit was this, and I should have known why I loved this when I saw it. I don't know if you remember the loop shawl I knit. I should get it. Hang on. Okay, so not this not Rhinebeck 2016, Rhinebeck 2015. Terry and I both bought this kit for the loop shawl from Miss Babs. This is what it looked like. I love this shawl. Terry is not so enamored with his, but I can't even show it. It's stunningly beautiful. It has this gray, and then it has. I almost always, when I look at Miss Babs, want to buy this something reckless, beautifully reckless, or something like that. But it's gorgeous, and I love it. So when I saw this shawl, I should have known why I was so drawn to it. Actually, both are by the same designer. It's called Black to the Fuchsia, and that's the sample that's the example that they knit. But Dirty Water Dye Works had it knit in teal and gray, and I couldn't walk away. I could not walk away. I had to have it, and I had to have it exactly how she had it. So I did. I got this skein of Dirty Water Dye Works in the Lillian base, which is 100% superwash merino, 400 yards, in the color pumice, which is like a charcoal gray. I guess it is a little tonal. And then I got the gradient bundle in juniper. She had it knit out of this. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So I have to knit it. Oh, and this will be for me. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And then she had another shawl knit, and hers was the color wheat, which was this like really beautiful light brown color of wheat. That's all I can think of. And then she had shades of blue. It was beautiful. This one is knit in purples. Same designer. It's a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. Both of these are going to have loads of ends to even. So I didn't want to get another gray bait. I didn't want the wheat. The wheat was very beautiful, but not really my color. So of course I was drawn to yellow. I think I have dog hair in my mouth. Ugh. I didn't want to buy two grays. So I decided to look for a solid that I liked. And of course I went to a blue that was, in this color. And I said, no, I want distinctly different. So I decided for my gradient, which goes in these stripes down here, to go with grays. I thought it would be really pretty. And for my main color, which I never thought I was a green person, but I've knit so many green things for myself. Green sweaters. Like almost all my sweaters are green. Anyway. Bam. It's beautiful. So this one is Inchworm. I don't know what she is doing down there. Inchworm. It's Lillian again. And then this one is Iron. The Iron bundle. Oh. So those... It sounds like she's playing the drums. So those were what I bought yesterday when I went to the Green Mountain Fiber Festival with my friend Doreen. We had a great time, and then she followed me to the pizza place. Not planning on it, but anyway, so that is all I have. I hope you guys are doing great. Thank you for sticking around for, I think this is going to be 30 to 40 minutes. Not my usual length of video. Yeah, bags are in the shop if you're interested. If you're not, that's totally fine too. And if you were the person who wanted that green giraffe fabric, message me and we can get a bag made for you. And yeah, that is it. So I hope you're all doing well. And until next time, I will talk to you later. All right. Bye bye.